All right. Today we're cracking open a tactical guide for your mind. We're going to treat your personal energy not as some, vague, fuzzy feeling, but as your single most valuable resource. It's really the only true currency you have. So think of this as an operator's manual for managing it.
I mean, really think about it for a second. All the energy you invest every single day into your work, your relationships, your own thoughts, what's the return you're getting on that investment? If you constantly feel drained or depleted, or just feel like you're spinning your wheels, you might be looking at a negative return on the investment of your own life force.
And you know the reason for that negative ROI? It's almost always because of energy leaks. These are all the non-essential doings where we're constantly just ceding our power. Things like shame over something that happened years ago, or always seeking validation from other people. And get this, the unbelievable amount of energy it takes just to maintain a consistent personal history for everyone we meet. Every single one of these is like a hole in your fuel tank, leaving you running on empty before the day has even really started.
So here's our mission briefing for today. First, we're going to properly identify those daily energy leaks. Then, we'll get into the core text, the Sovereign Arhant's Manual. From there, we'll cover its tactics for reclaiming energy you've already lost, explore the principles of stocking to prevent future leaks, and then finally, we'll look at the ultimate system upgrade, making the shift from morality to impeccability. Okay, let's dive right in. The whole heart of this explainer is this idea of a field manual for the mind. It's basically a new operating system with one prime directive, the efficient management of your energy. Everything else, it just gets discarded as irrelevant noise. But let's be really clear here. This is not about little life hacks or, small tweaks to your morning routine. This manual is talking about a fundamental shift in your entire identity. From seeing yourself as a character just getting tossed around in a story to seeing yourself as the operator of a very powerful energy system. And the central principle of this entire operating system is a word, impeccability. Now, this has absolutely nothing to do with morality. See, morality is about being good based on some external set of rules. Impeccability is tactical. It's purely about the efficient management of your own energy. A mistake isn't a sin, it's an energy leak. The goal isn't to be good, it's to be whole and effective.
Okay, so let's get into our first operation. How do we reclaim the energy that we've already lost to the past? The manual calls this the energy audit, and it's a step-by-step process for taking back the power you've given away to old events and relationships.
The main tool for this audit is called recapitulation. Now, this is not about confessing your sins or reliving old trauma. It's a strategic maneuver. First, you make a list. You identify everyone and everything that still has a hold on you. Then, you use this very specific breathing technique, a sweeping breath, to literally visualize pulling your energy back into you and expelling theirs. And finally, and this part is key, you reframe the event. It's not a story anymore. It's just an energy snag.
Now, what's really fascinating here is that this gives us a diagnostic tool for that whole reframing process. You analyze that energy snag using what are sometimes called the three poisons. Was the energy leak caused by greed, some attachment or craving? Was it hatred, a resentment that just burned your energy off like friction? Or was it delusion, all the energy required just to maintain a false story about yourself? This lets you pinpoint exactly where the leak is.
And how do you know if it worked? Well, success is measured by one thing. The memory becomes flat. You don't forget it happened, but when you think about it, the emotional charge is just gone. There's no sting, no anger, no shame. That's how you know the leak has been plugged and that energy is back in your system ready for you to use. So, we've reclaimed past energy. Fantastic. But how do we stop new leaks from happening in real time? Well, that's the whole purpose of the manual section on daily field engagement, which it calls the principles of stocking. And just to be clear, stocking here means tracking your own energy with ruthless moment-to-moment precision.
And this is brilliant. This turns vague effort into a practical, tactical skill. This is your daily checklist. Number 1, choose your battlefield. Stop wasting energy on dramas that don't matter. Number 2, discard the unnecessary. If you catch yourself feeling shame or explaining yourself for no reason, just drop it. Number 5 is absolutely critical. Retreat, don't push. When anger or greed pops up, don't fight it. Fighting it just feeds it more energy. Instead, you step back, you observe it, and you let it starve. And number 7, never show your hand. Looking for validation for all your hard work is one of the fastest ways to leak every bit of energy you just saved.
Okay, this brings us to what might be the most powerful shift in the entire manual. This is the end game, replacing the broken external system of morality with the functional internal system of impeccability.
This right here is the heart of the shift. The manual reframes shame and guilt. They are not moral failings. They are non-functional energy leaks. For the person practicing this, feeling guilty is a tactical error. It's like, imagine you're bleeding out on a battlefield and you decide to stab yourself again. It serves no purpose, and it drains the very resource you need to fix the actual problem.
This slide lays out the full system upgrade. Morality that comes from some external authority and it's enforced by shame and guilt, which just creates more leaks. Impeccability, on the other hand, comes from an internal audit of your own energy. The enforcement isn't guilt, it's the direct, painful awareness that you're losing energy. So when you make a mistake, you don't beat yourself up. You correct your course, and if you have to, you run the recapitulation process to get that energy back. It's an efficient, closed-loop system.
And this just sums up the entire philosophy perfectly. Guilt is an active doing. It's a habit that needs constant energy to keep it going. And the same thing is true for maintaining our own self-importance. An impeccable warrior understands they simply don't have the energy to spare for these expensive, non-functional habits. They are too busy using that energy for what actually matters. So I guess the question this manual leaves us with is, what are you too busy for?